Okay, we're gonna do another one. Okay, that's the Chigorin Defense, and that's take. This is probably I think the best move for white. The one I have the most difficulty against. I'm not sure I like this though. In some ways, that kind of transposes to, excuse me, the variation that I don't think is as good as just this one and the D5 push. So I mean, there's different ways that you get doing things here. I think if he pushes D5, I take then, possibly. I guess I would do that. That's what I would do. And then maybe knight to B4. Then I can play knight D3 check, and he has to exchange off his bishop to get back this pawn. I'm not sure if that's a great idea, but it seems to work sometimes. Okay. I'm thinking bishop takes, because I don't want to have stuff where bishop's just out there. Plus, I want to take on D4, and I don't want his knight to take back, so I'll do that. And we'll see what he does. I'm not sure what his plan is. That actually might be a bad move. It looks like it might be. Yeah. I don't really see that as doing a whole lot. I'm trying to think here what might be a good plan of action here. I have bishop B4 check. I have D takes E3. I have D3. D3 would be nice because then his bishop can't take this C4 pawn and put more pressure on this knight. Bishop to B4 check would be good though because I can probably exchange off something and then play knight G to E7, giving this knight more protection. And then this would, I guess, win a pawn. And there's also a queen actually to H5 check here. Let's do that. That sounds fun. Oh yeah, or he does that. Okay. I mean, he could play king e2, but that would be actually that would be checkmate, so he couldn't do that. So he's got to move something back, one of his pieces back to d2. And I'm not sure if I exchange off the knight. If he moves his bishop back, I can't think I have to exchange it off. He moves his knight back, and I might not exchange it back, I'm not sure. I think maybe just knight f6 then. Oh, okay. Well, I'll checkmate. Cool. That was a fun one. I guess I'll go, since this would be real short. Yeah, I like this move the best. And then after this, I don't think I can actually analyze in this thing, but then d5, and then I usually like to play knight e5 and knight g6, and then knight f6. That works pretty well, but it can get pretty tricky for black. E6 and c6 don't really work that great to undermine the d5 pawn. They worked to a certain degree, but you kind of get rid of this problem, but create other problems. And then knight f3, I don't like because basically bishop g4 gives the whole bishop takes. After d5, you have played bishop takes f3, d takes c6, bishop takes c6. The bishop's not exactly well placed on c6, but it's not terribly placed. And with white has to give up his d5, his d pawn, to do that, and then his d pawn is usually one of his main assets in these kind of variations. He has a pawn on d5, which cramps black's game. So I think that might actually just be a blunder here. I'm not positive, but it just doesn't look too good. Because with this C pawn in the way, it's just not... like, black's too well developed for this to work out that well. And then he just... yeah, you can't do that, so... Okay, good game.